Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Sawteeth franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4, year number 2. Last episode, we won our 5th consecutive game, and we're now currently on a 5-game winning streak, entering our first matchup against the Blowfish this season. This is one of 2. Our last one against them is the regular season finale, which will be on the road. The Blowfish are the only division rivals we only see twice this season. On the mound for them will be Bartholomew Draculo from last year's squad, 1-0 with a 1.08 ERA and an 0.84 whip. And on the mound for us is rookie Homer Levine, 1-0 with a 2.84 ERA and a 1.42 whip. Lineup for today's game, leading off at third base will be Kira Nutmeg, followed by on-fire center fielder / Trips. Then it's locked-in right fielder Howie Caldeet, locked-in catcher Mackenzie Fry, juiced left fielder Kathy Cul-de-sac getting the start against a right-hander. Locked-in second baseman Janice Friedman. Then it's shortstop John Renero, DH Junior Young Jr., and first baseman today Hanzo Majiko, as we're going to force Peak Physique to go take a seat on the bench and try and fix his mojo. Let's get it on. Alrighty, looking to jump into the action here against the Blowfish. Blowfish have been pretty quiet here in the series. They're in second place right now. But first season, they didn't do so hot. They missed the playoffs. They didn't do well at all. Trying to rebound here in their second campaign. Looking at the lineup, I'm not seeing a lot of changes from last year's squad. A couple of guys I recognize. A couple of bench players getting a shot now to play as well, it looks like.
The fans are ready to go at El Viejo Stadium.
Looks like the Blowfish have invested all their money in their contact hitting. Other than that, speed and rotation are a little bit above average. Everything else is average or worse, so we'll see how that goes. Stanley leading off again, the shortstop, hitting .269. 1 homer, 7 RBIs on the year for Elvis. Much better season this year for Elvis than last year. He was down near 200 last season, which is a main reason as to why the Blowfish struggled so much offensively. Here's the stats on Homer Levine this year. 1-0, 2.84 ERA, and a 1.42 whip. He gave up 2 earned runs in 6 1/3 innings his first go-around. 8 hits surrendered, a walk, a homer, and 2 strikeouts. Batting average against .320 on the year. Lineup for the Blowfish after Stanley at his first baseman Jose Carloco. DHing today, Harry Backman. Right fielder, second-year player Track Statsman. Batting 5th, third baseman Keg Gutterson. Batting 6th, second-year catcher Camilla Cuffingham. Batting 7th, second-year left fielder Axel Torque. Second baseman Cheyenne Hill, and then locked in center field in the 9 slot is Ricky Kwan. The former bench outfielder is now up to a B-. He starts as a C+, so he has improved a little bit. Let's go ahead and get it on. First pitch coming from Levine here. Heater up and away, driven by Stanley, hit well to center. Trips back, though, runs it down. 1 out. Just big enough to hold it, the park was. Carloco up next, the first baseman, hitting .240. 1 homer, 2 RBIs on the season. Slider down in the way in the dirt, ball 1. Seamer up and in, that's whiffed through, 1-1 the count. Change up inside, that's fouled off, 1-2 as it caught Carloco out on his front foot, 1-2 the count. Throw ball down in the way. Chopped up the middle to short, Renera over, cuts it off, he'll fire across in time to first, 2 down. Base is empty for DH today, Harry Backman hitting .400 with 3 homers and 5 RBIs. First pitch coming from Levine. Fastball way outside. Ball 1. Curveball down in the way. Line to short. Renero dives. Nice snag by John, and that ends the inning in style. 1-2-3 inning for the Sawteeth here. Bottom 1. Nutmeg, Trips, and Caldeet due up against Bartholomew Draculo. Nutmeg leading off. Third baseman hitting .320 on the year with an RBI. She'll lead it off here against Drac. Bartholomew's stats on his second year with the Blowfish, 1-0. He has a 1.08 ERA and a 0.84 whip. He only gave up 1 earned run in his first start, almost throwing a complete game. He went 8 1/3, giving up 5 hits, 2 walks, 1 homer, and 3 strikeouts. Batting average against currently for Bart is 172. He had a fantastic first start this season. Looking to keep that momentum going. Fork ball up and in is taken high. Ball 1. That's inside on the heater, 2-0. Ball away, caught the knees, 2-1. Just nipped the outside corner. Fastball blew it inside past Nutmeg, 2-2. Curveball down and in is chased, grounded to first. Easy play for Carloco, 1 down. Slash Trips up next. Center fielder's on fire. Bad ball hitter active, hitting .655 on the year with 3 homers, 7 RBIs, making another case to be the MVP for back-to-back seasons. Two-seam up and away, taken high from Bart, ball 1. Fastball this time inside, 2-0. Trips ahead. Fork ball hangs. That's fouled off. Just late on the swing, 2-1. Trips was ready for it. Fastball up and in. Blew it by him, 2-2. Good pitch. Curveball up and away. Driven by Trips. Deep left center field. Heading for the point. Deepest part of the park. Oh, run down by Quan. Ricky got to the wall just in time. 2 down. Here's right fielder Howie Caldede, who's locked in. Hitting .381 with 3 homers and 9 RBIs. Off-speed hitter active here. Fastball up and away. 1 hopper to short. Stanley picks it cleanly to first. 1-2-3 inning. Bart has a good inning himself to the second. We're scoreless. Statsman, Gutterson, and Cuffingham do up. Leading off, second-year right fielder Trax Statsman. 333 average, 5 RBIs on the year for the 24-year-old outfielder. Does have RBI hero, but it's not active here right now because no one's on base. Curveball in the dirt, bounces low, ball 1. Forcing him down and away from Levine is outside, 2-0. Change up and in, out in front of it, 2-1. Slider down and in, fouled off, out of play, 2-2. Levine gets the count back even against Statsman. Heater away, outside, just missed the corner, 3-2. Ball down and away. Hit up the middle. That is going to be a base hit as Statsman has the first hit for either club. He'll lead off the second with a single. Next up, Gutterson, the third baseman, hitting .333. 4 RBIs on the year for Keg. Hitting pretty well so far. No homers yet for Keg, but as long as he's driving in runs, I don't think the Blowfish will mind too much. Slider away in the first pitch. Dumped down the right field line. That is a fair ball as it hooks into the corner. Caldede gets to it and gets it in quickly. It'll be a single for Gutterson. Going to third is Statsman. Runners at the corners here. None down for second-year catcher Camilla Cuffingham. Hitting .214 with an RBI in the air. Cuffingham no more for her defense than her hitting abilities, but she does have contact versus righty active here and is looking to bring those runners home. Change up and in on the first pitch. Chopped up the middle. Freeman over on the high hopper. Dives over his glove. That high hop just managed to get by him. That's going to be an RBI single for Cuffingham. 1-0. Blowfish lead. Still nobody out in the inning. Here's second-year left fielder Axel Torque. Hitting a measly 188 on the year with 4 RBIs. Not hitting particularly well. Levine now tense after 3 straight hits to start the inning. Ball down and away in the first pitch. Line to first. Past the diving Majiko's glove. That's another base hit. 4 straight hits now for the Blowfish to start the inning. Bases are loaded, none down. Cheyenne Hill up next. Second baseman hitting .222 with 2 RBIs. Nobody out, bases still loaded. Big chance for Hill to come through for the club and break it open early. Can she get it done? Change up on the first pitch, just high, no call. Ball 1. Mind Gamer also active. Taking down Levine's stats as that fastball's in the dirt. It gets away from Fry. Throw home is late. Stolen. Gutterson advances on the wild pitch, 2-0. 2-0 Blowfish. Fastball down. Off the glove of Fry again. And this time it in the dugout. 1 run scores. It's 3-0. Back-to-back wild pitches here from Levine. Heater up and away. Strike called. 3-1. Change it down and away. That's chopped up the middle. Base hit. And that's 5 straight hits now for the Blowfish in the inning. It is 4-0. Levine just can't get it out. Ricky Kwan up next, the center fielder batting in the 9th slot. He's locked in, hitting .300 with 5 RBIs. Looking to keep the momentum going in favor of the Blowfish. Heater up and in. Fooled him as he chased it inside. 0-1. He was looking off speed, it looks like. Slider down and away. Off the glove. Fry blocks it. 1-1. Change it down and in. Low. 2-1. Curveball middle in. That's line to short. Leaping Renero out of his reach. Another base hit. And the Blowfish have 6 hits in a row now, and there's still nobody out in the inning. Levine just can't seem to figure out what's going wrong. Stanley up next, 0-for-1 today. Change it down and away. Skied left center. Cul-de-sac racing over. Gets there for the first out of the inning. 2 runners still on. Here's Carloco 0-for-1 with the ground out his first time up. Seamer up and in on the first pitch, fouled off, 0-1. They're getting aggressive going after the first pitch here. Slider down and in is chased and fouled back, 0-2. Change it down and away. Just low, no call from the umpire, 1-2. Curveball middle away. Carloco drives it left center field, heading for the gap. Trips over. He's not going to get there. Into the deepest part of the park it rolls. 1 run is in. Quan coming around third. He's going to score as well. It's going to be 6-0 on the 2-run double by Carloco as they break it open in the second. Harry Backman do up next, the DH. He's 0-for-1 as Levine just shakes his head and just keeps trying to pitch through it. Heater down in the way, hit up the middle to short. Renero dives off his glove. That's going to be an infield single. Backman reaches 7 hits in the inning now, still 1 out, and they're back to Statsman, who singled in the first at bat of this inning as they batted around, fighting Crane active. All the momentum with the Blowfish as Levine is rattled, and RBI Hero is also active here for Statsman. Slider up, fouled off, 0-1. Four-seamer down in the way, that's hit foul, 0-2. Change it middle in, fouled off, we'll do it again, still 0-2. Ball down and in. Chased by Statsman, strike 3. First punch out for Levine. 2 down. He's back to tense mojo. Here's Gutterson, also with RBI Hero. He singled earlier in the inning and also scored a run. Four-seamer inside. Skied by Gutterson deep to center field. Carrying well. Trips back to the warning track. He will put it away in front of the bullpens to end the inning. But the Blowfish send 11 men to the plate in the inning. They get 8 hits and score 6 runs. Bottom 2, Fry, Cul-de-sac, and Friedman try to salvage any kind of momentum this team had coming into this game. Here's rookie catcher Mackenzie Fry, hitting .577 on the year with 5 homers and 8 RBIs. She's locked in currently, facing Drac. Curveball up, strike called at the letters, 0-1. Fastball down in the way, chased late, 0-2. Check swing inside, good hold on the curve, 1-2. Fastball up and in, chased it, strike 3. First punch out for Drac, 1 down. Next up is left fielder Kathy Cul-de-sac, who is juiced, getting the start against the right-hander anyway. The juiced is just a nice bonus. Hitting .250 on the year with an RBI. Locked in Drac now as he's volatile. He goes up faster with his mojo. Fastball taken high, ball 1. He also goes down faster with it as well. Heater away in there for a strike on the corner, 1-1. Fastball up and away, line to short, right at Stanley, 2 down. Base is empty for Janice Friedman. Second baseman locked in, hitting .520. 2 homers, 4 RBIs on the year. Heater up and away is outside, ball 1. Curveball middle in, fouled off, 1-1. Fastball up and away, whiff late, 1-2. Check swing outside on the curve, good hold by Friedman, 2-2. Court ball hangs, driven deep by Friedman, right center field. He got all of that one, folks. Saws it off there as it lands in the tunnel. Home run for Janice. His, what, 3rd of the year? Yep. And we're on the board. It's 6-1. That's a way to fight back into it. We've got some fight in this lineup. Let's keep it going. Next up, 7-hitter John Renero, the shortstop, hitting .360 with 2 homers, 13 RBIs on the year as Bart knocked down the neutral mojo. Check swing away with the heater. That missed badly. Ball 1. Fastball up and in. Whiff late by John. 1-1. Check swing low. Strike called at the knees. 2-1. Or 1-2, whatever the count is. I can't read. Fastball down and in. Skied by John to left center. That should hang up easily for Quan. Ricky is there, and he'll put it away. That ends the inning, but we do get on the board with the 2-out home run from Janice Friedman, our first hit of the game. To the 3rd, it's 6-1. Cuffingham, Torque, and Hill do up. Here's Cuffingham, 1-for-1 with an RBI single. Her first time up, she then came around to score later in that rally in the 2nd. Levine still tense after the 6-run inning. Curveball down and in, misses inside, ball 1. Forcing her down and away, that's a strike at the knees, 1-1. Change up and in. That's ripped to right field on the line. Called eat back to the warning track, makes the catch on the liner, 1 out. Next up, Axel Torque, the left fielder, 1-for-1 today with a single. Heater up and in, fouled off, 0-1. Nice pitch there from Levine. Curveball down in the dirt, 1-1. Change up and away. Chased it outside, 1-2 as Torque's behind. Whiffer activates now. Slider inside. Whiffed on it, strike 3. Second punch out for Levine, 2 down. Base is empty for Hill, 1-for-1 with an RBI single. Her first time up, and runs scored as well. Fastball up and in. Check swing, strike called, 0-1. Curveball up and away. Strike called, 0-2. Levine looking for a punch out here. Change it down and in. Chased, fouled off. We'll do it again, 1-2. Slider down and away. Check swing low, 1-2. Good hold. Fastball up at the letters. Grounded hard to first. Majiko over on the backhand makes the play, races to the bag, and he'll tag it. 1-2-3 inning for Levine here in the 3rd. He desperately needed that one to stay in this start. Bottom 3, it's 6-1. JYJ, Majiko, and Nutmeg do up for the Sawteeth. JYJ leading off, DH hitting .333, 1 homer, 2 RBIs on the year.
Young Junior.
Fastball away, chased on the first pitch. Grounded back to Drac, he'll make the play, 1 down. Next up, Majiko, the short-end utility player, playing first base today. Giving Peak Physique a much-needed day off. He's hitless on the year. Hanzo coming off the bench here to get the start. Fastball down the middle, 0-1. Heater away, outside, 1-1. Curve off and away, hit back up the middle. Diving Hill, cuts it off. Fires to first. Just in time to get Majiko. Nice play by Hill, 2 down. Base is empty for Nutmeg. She's 0 for 1 today. Curveball hangs on the first pitch. To the gap it goes, and right center base hit. That's going to roll all the way to the wall to be extra bases for Nutmeg, who's already on her way to second. Thrown by Quan is late. It's a 2-out double that'll keep the inning alive. It's only our second hit today as well. Next up is Slash Trips, 0 for 1. Flew out his first time up. Fastball on the plate, line down the left field line. Fair ball as Trips is going to find the corner. That'll be extra bases for the Speedster as he's going to drive in Nutmeg. 6-2. Sawteeth on the board with back-to-back 2-out doubles. Next up, Called Eat, 0 for 1 with the ground out his first time up. Howie trying to figure it out. Still locked in. Fastball up, taken high, ball 1. Dracula now tense. Fastball down and then turned on by Howie. Hit well, but he just missed it. Dies at the... Oh, it's dropped by Statsman at the wall. Oh, Caldeet's going to drive in, Trips on the error. It's 6-3. Oh, that was a bad miscue from Statsman. He should have had it. It was right at him. He must have lost it in the sun. Fry up next, 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging her first time up. Inning continues. Fastball down and then dumped up the middle. Over the diving Stanley's glove. That's a base hit. Holding at third is Caldeet as Ricky Kwan is one of the best defensive outfielders in the game. You do not run on that arm. Single for Fry. Here's Cul-de-sac. 0 for 1 with a fly out. Still juiced. Kathy looking to drive in some runs. Curveball down and in. Dumped down the right field line. Sinking in front of Statsman. That's a base hit. Run in. It's 6-4. First and second now. We're still going. Here's Friedman. Solo home run last time up. He's 1 for 1. Can Janice give us back? Tying run at first. Here we go. Heater inside. Misses from Drac. Ball 1. Fastball, but in line to center field, but it's right at Quan, and he's not dropping that ball. That's it. That ends the inning. But 3 runs come in, 2 unearned, thanks to the error by Statsman. 6-4 to the 4th. Quan, Stanley, and Carloco do up. There's Quan, 1 for 4 today with a single. He also scored a run. He's currently locked in. Curveball down and in on the first pitch. That's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Four-seamer down and away. That's fouled off. 0-2 the count to Quan. Levine sets and fires. Changeup drifts too far inside. It almost hits him as it backs him off the plate. 1-2. Slider up and away. Chased it high, strike 3. Third punch out for Levine. 1 down. He's feeling it. Stanley up next, 0 for 2. Levine back to Nutrimojo finally. Curveball down and in. Ripped to right field on the line, right at Howie. 2 down in the inning. Now to bring up Carloco. 1 for 2 with a 2-run double last time up. Change it down and in on the first pitch. Turned on, hit well to left center, carrying. Cul-de-sac going over. Runs it down in the gap, and that's another 1-2-3 inning for Levine as he threw less than 5 pitches that inning. Or maybe 7 pitches. Bottom 4, it's 6-4. Renero, JYJ, and Majiko, bottom of the lineup, due up. Sawteeth now 2 runs back. Here's Renero, 0 for 1. Drac still tense after last inning's shenanigans. Curveball hangs, and John just missed it. Fouled it back, 0-1. He should have crushed it. That's high on the fastball, off the catcher's glove, 1-1. Fastball up and in, whiff late, 1-2. Fastball up, line down the right field line, just foul by John. He'll stay alive though, 1-2. Fastball up and away, lined up the middle base hit for John as that sneaks through. Leadoff single, his first hit today, he's 1 for 2. Next up, JYJ, 0 for 1 today. Grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. Fastball up and away, driven by JYJ, deep to right field. That's got height. Is it gone? It is! Saws it off over the wall. Statsman gave it a leap, but he couldn't quite reach it. 2-run shot for JYJ, his second homer of the year. We're tied at 6 as the Sawteeth will come all the way back from 6-0 down. Here's Majiko, 0 for 1, and it's only the 4th inning. Drac now rattled. We got a long way to go, folks. Fastball down and in, chopper to short, rolled over on it. Stanley makes the play, 1 down. Top of the lineup comes up. Here's Nutmeg. 1 for 2 with a double last time up and a run scored. Fork ball outside, misses from Drac, ball 1. Heater up and in is chased and popped to second. Hill there, 2 down. Next up is Slash Trips. RBI double last time up. He's on fire. Fastball up and away. Line down the line. Just late. Foul ball. 0-1 to Slash. Fastball away. Late on it again. Out of play. 0-2. Fork ball down. Line to left field. Base hit as that drops in front of Torque. Second hit today for Trips. He's 2 for 3. Speed on at first with 2 down. Here's how we called Eat. 0 for 2. Reached on an error, which drove in a run last time up, but he does not get credit for the RBI because it was an error. He is locked in, though, and that'll do it for Drac. He only goes 3 2/3 today. Coming out of the bullpen is the flamethrowing right-hander, Joanna Heater, who has lost her Wild Thing trade. Keep that in mind. Joanna Heater coming out of the bullpen here for the Blowfish. No record, a 2.25 ERA and a 1 whip. 1 earned run given up in 2 appearances. 4 innings pitched. 3 hits surrendered, a wild walk, a homer, and 2 strikeouts. Batting average against 188 for Joanna. And she got a new pitch as well. She added a 2-seam fastball to go with her heater, changeup, and curveball. Chase the heater down from Howie, ball 1. Chase the heater up and away, 0-2. There it goes. Heater away, chased it, strike 3. That ends the inning. Punch out for Heater. Her first. 2 runs in, though, as we tie the game on the home run by Junior Young Jr. to the 5th. We're at 6-6. Backman, Statsman, and Gutterson. Part of the lineup up for the Blowfish. Backman leading off. DH 1 for 2 with a single today. First pitch changeup down and away. That's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Forcing up and away. Line softly to left field off the end of the bat. Cul-de-sac in. Makes the catch. 1 down. Statsman up next, 1 for 2 with a single, currently tense after making an error in the field last inning. 2 innings ago, slider fouled off at the knees, 0-1. Forcing the middle in, popped up, foul behind the plate, Fry giving chase. She'll get there for the second out. Next up, Gutterson, 1 for 2 with a single today. Ball down and away in the first pitch, strike called at the knees, 0-1. Change up and in, fouled off, 0-2. Levine looking for the punch out here. Slider way outside. That's nowhere to the zone, but Gutterson checked his swing. Thankfully, he almost went after it. Four-seamer down and in. Fouled off. It jammed him. He got to it, though. Will stay alive. 1-2. Change it down and away. Check swing. Strike 3 called at the knees. 4th punch out today for Levine, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 for him again. Bottom 5. It's tied at 6. Fry, cul-de-sac, and Friedman do up against Joanna Hida. Fry leading off, singled last time up. McKenzie 1 for 2. Change away, strike called down the outside corner, 0-1. Fastball up and away, fouled off by Fry, out of play, 0-2. Fastball up and in, fouled back, still 0-2. Heater up and away outside, 1-2. Fastball up and in, chased at strike 3, back-to-back Ks for Heater, dating back to last inning, 1 down. Here's cul-de-sac, RBI single last time up, she's 1 for 2. Fastball down in the way, line to left field hard, but it's right at Torque. 2 down. Base is empty for Friedman. 1 for 2 with a solo homer his first time at the plate. Flew out last time up the center. Fastball away in the first pitch lift. Line foul out of play, 0-1. Fastball down in the way, chopped on the ground to second. Hill to her left, cuts it off, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Heater. To the 6th, it's tied at 6. Cuffingham, Torque, and Hill do up against Levine. Millie Cuffingham leading off, catcher 1 for 2 with an RBI single today. Lined out to right field last time up. Forcing her down in the way in the first pitch. Check swing strike called, 0-1. Surprisingly, Levine's still out there here in the 6th inning. Didn't think I'd be saying that. Curveball popped up to second. Friedman to his left. Back on the grass. He's calling for it. Makes the catch, 1 down. I really thought he was not going to make it through 5 innings today. After that 6-run second inning, I lost faith, but Levine proved me wrong. He's had 3 straight 3-up, 3-down innings since. Torque up next, hitting .222, 4 RBIs. He's 1 for 2 today. Heater at the knees, chopped at the middle. Friedman dives, cuts it off to his right. Nice play. Janis gets up and fires. 2 down. Attaboy. Next up, Hill, 1 for 2. RBI single today. Change up middle in on the first pitch. That's chopped to third, right at Nutmeg. Another 1-2-3 inning for Levine. That was a quick 4-pitch inning, too. Bottom 6. We're tied at 6. Renero, JYJ, and Majiko do up against Heater. Here's Renero up 1 for 2 with a single. Heater starting her 3rd inning of work. Heater taken low, ball 1. Fastball outside from Joanna, misses, 2-0. Big hack active for John here. Fastball inside, chased it late, 2-1. Got to get out early, John. Fastball up and in, late again, 2-2. Fastball outside is chased, that's fouled off. Still 2-2. Curveball up and away, pulled to third. Diving Gutterson to his left makes the stop. Fires to first in time. 1 down, nice play by Keg. Heater locked in. Here's JYJ. He homered last time up. 2-run shot. He's 1 for 2 today. Fastball away. Ooh, JYJ just missed it. Fouled off. 0-1. Heater inside chased. 0-2. Fastball away. Chased it. Strike 3. Third punch after Heater today. 2 down in the inning. Here's Majiko. 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts. Fastball up and in. Late on the swing. 0-1. Fastball inside. Late on the swing. 0-2. Fastball down, pulled up the line. Diving Gutterson to his right makes the stop. Fires across the first, just late. Infield single from Majiko, his first hit of the season. 1 for 3 today. That keeps eating alive for Nutmeg. 1 for 3 with a double. Two-seamer down and away, outside, ball 1. Curveball down and in. Nutmeg lines at the right. Leaping is Hilda Robber of a hit, and that ends the inning. To the 7th, we're tied at 6. Quan, Stanley, and Carloco do up against Levine, who's going to stay out there for the 7th. He pitched well enough to earn it. Here's Quan, 1 for 2 with a single. Curveball down at the knees, strike called, 0-1. Heater up and in. Bunt shown, pulled back, 1-1. Changeup up and away. Outside, no call, 2-1. Slider down and in. Just low, 3-1. Heater away. Fouled off, 3-2. Slider up. Driven deep by Quan. Hit pretty well. Caldeep tracking it. He's back at the fence. Leaps. Makes the catch. Howie robbed him of a home run. 1 down. Here's Stanley. 0 for 3 today. Clutch active for Stanley here. It's a tense situation. Changeup outside misses. Ball 1. Heater down and in. Line foul out of play. 1-1. Slider down and away. Lined up, grounded up the middle. Base hit for Elvis. His first hit today. He's 1 for 4. And that'll put some speed out there on the base paths. First baseman Jose Carloco up next. 1 for 3 with a 2-run double early in the game. And that is the first hit Levine has given up in 14 batters. He's set the last 13 down in a row. Ball down in the way in the first pitch. Blocked in the dirt. Good job by Fry. Ball 1. Change it down and in. Runner goes. Chased it. Strike 1. Throw down by Fry. Late. Stolen base for Stanley. 1-1 the count. Stanley's first steal of the year. He's 1 for 1. Ball down and away. Outside. 2-1. Good take. Slider up and away. Fouled off. 2-2. Four-seamer down and in. Low. 3-2. Good take by Jose. Change it down and away. Low, ball 4, no call, and that's going to do it for Levine today. That's his, first walk today, I think? Backman up 1 for 3 with a single today. Levine goes 6 1/3 innings once again. He gives up 6 earned runs this time on 9 hits, at least 1 walk. He strikes out 4 batters. Decent start for Homer. That 1 bad inning, if he hadn't had that bad inning, this would have been a perfect start for him. It's because he was just that dominant today after that second inning. Unfortunate, but it is the way the cookie crumbles today. Coming out of the bullpen for us here, who are we going to go to? We are going to go ahead and turn it over to BH4. Bob Hurlington IV, the lefty, as he's coming out of the bullpen. The volatile reliever, one of the twin brothers we have in the bullpen here. BH4, as he's known, no record, a 0 ERA and a 1 whip. No runs given up in 2 appearances, 1 save recorded, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits surrendered, 4 strikeouts. Batting average against a .250. He comes in with 2 runners on, 1 down in a 6-6 ball game, and Harry Backman staring him in the face at the plate. It doesn't get much tougher than this. We'll see what Bob does. Four-seamer down and away in the first pitch. That's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Good pitch from BH4. Slider down and in the dirt. Good block by Fry. Kept it in front of her. 1-1. There's good speed at second. Changeup is down. Taken low. 2-1. Four-seamer away. Chased outside. Hitting the hole to first. Majiko dives. Cuts it off. Flips to Bob. It was in time, but he drops it. He won. Bases loaded, 1 down for Statsman. 1 for 3 with a single, and RBI hero active, still tense after his error in the field earlier. Bob also now tense after making that error just now. Slider inside, misses badly, ball 1. Four-seamer down in the weight, just outside, 2-0. Change up and in. Inside, 3-0. Heater down the middle. Well, that'll make up for that error from Statsman. It's a grand slam. And that has blown the game open. It is 10-6 here in the 7th. First two runners are charged to Levine. The last two will be charged to Hurlington. 10-6. First homer of the year for Statsman, and it's a big one. Gutterson up next, 1 for 3 with a single. Bob now rattled. Peter inside on the first pitch, chopped up the middle. Friedman dives to his right, knocks it down. Gets up and fires to first, late. Infield single for Gutterson. Cuffingham up next, 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI today. Change at middle in on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Fastball down in the way, outside off the glove of Fry. Gutterson digs for second, throw down is late. 1-1 the count. Slider up. Cuffingham lines at the second, leaping Friedman out of his reach into the gap right center, cut off by Trips. He gets it in quickly. Throw is cut, RBI single for Cuffingham. It's 11-6. Another run charged to BH4. Torque up next, 1 for 3 with a single. Heater up on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Change up and away, high, 1-1. Slider inside, misses, 2-1. Heater away, fouled off, 2-2. Whiffer active, change up inside, hit up the middle to second, past the diving Renero, base hit. Still 1 out in the inning. We have not yet got out with Hurlington. He's let 4 runners reach, or 5 hitters reach. Here's Hill, 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Slider down in the way, line to short, diving Jim Renero out of his reach into the gap, and that's more runs coming in. 1 run will score on the double by Hill. It is 12-6. That's 6 runs in the inning. Quan up next. He's riding the horse. They've batted around. 1 for 3 with a single today. We're away in the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Slider down and in, inside, 1-1. Change up and in, fouled off, 1-2. Heater away, chased it, strike 3. First punch out for Hurlington, 2 down, that's the first out he's gotten this inning. Here's Stanley, 1 for 4 with a single. Slider up, strike called, 0-1. He got the first hit this inning with that single. Heater down and in, fouled off, 0-2. He then scored on the grand slam. Change it down the way, outside, 1-2. Four-seamer up and in, high, 2-2. Slider away, outside, 3-2. Heater away, line to right field, a base hit. Run in for Stanley, it's 13-6. 7 runs in the inning. Carloco up next, 1 for 3. Walk last time up. He's also hit a 2-run double. His walk knocked Levine out of the game. Heater low, ball 1. Slider inside, misses, 2-0. Change up, fouled off, 2-1. Four-seamer down in the way, low, 3-1. Slider put in, fouled off, full count. Change it down and in. Chased it low, grounded the short, slow roller. Renero charges, bare hands the first. In time to end the inning. But 7 runs in the inning for the Blowfish. Break it open. It's 13-6 to the bottom of the 7th. I don't think we'll come back from this one, folks. Trips called Eaton Fry to up. Here's Trips, 2 for 3. RBI double and a single today. Subbing in for defense at first base is Alfonso Delgado as Carloco's day is done. Heater staying out there for her 4th inning of work. Rally starter and bad ball hitter active here for Trips. Change it just outside. Ball 1. Fastball inside, whiff late, 1-1. Change up inside, rip foul, 1-2. Change up away, line to left, base hit for Slash, his 3rd hit today. 3 for 5 day for Slash. Or 3 for 4. Next up is Howie. He's 0 for 3 today, but he's made a nice defensive gem in the field. Robbed a home run earlier. Heater up and in, chased high, 0-1. Heater away outside, 1-1. Fastball inside, whiff late, 1-2. Howie missed it. Curveball hangs, line to left, past the diving Stanley, a base hit. 2 on to start the inning here for the Sawteeth as we are trending in the right direction momentum-wise. We'll see if we keep it going. Here's Mackenzie Fry, rookie 1 for 3 with a single today. Change of chase down, low, misses, ball 1, or strike called, 0-1. That's low in the fastball this time, good take, 1-1. Heater no longer locked in. Heater up, check swing high, 2-1. Fastball outside, misses on the check, 3-1. Heater behind in the count here. Fastball up and in, blew it by Fry, full count. Change about in front of it, strike 3. Fourth punch out for Heater. 1 down. Next up, cul-de-sac, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Heater stays out there as she's locked in again. Fastball down and then ripped to second, right at Hill for the second out, and they double off the lead runner. Fuck this goddamn team. Next up to the 8th, it's 13-6. Hard to line up for the Blowfish here. Hurlington done after 1 useless inning of relief. Good job. Bob's done. Do we want to throw his brother to the Wolves, or do we want to throw out Waters to the Wolves? They're both throwing the same amount of pitches, really. One has less rest than the other, I think. Let's just throw Goatman to the Wolves. The lefty comes out of the bullpen here. Long reliever. He's going to try and finish these last 2 innings for us. Gertie, 1-1 on the year. He has a 5.40 ERA and a 1.60 whip. 3 earned runs given up in 2 appearances, 5 innings pitched, 7 hits surrendered, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Batting average against .333 for the lefty specialist. Mr. Consistent facing Backman. Heater away, strike called, 0-1. Curveball down and in. Low, 1-1. Four-seamer down and away. Line to second, 1 hopper. Friedman backhands cleanly. Fires to first, 1 down. Next up, Statsman, 2 for 4. Grand slam last time up to bring him back to neutral mojo. He's also singled and made an error in the field today. Slider up and in on the first pitch, inside. Ball 1. Four-seamer away. Line to right center in the gap. That's going to be a hit for Statsman, his 3rd today. Trips chasing it, gets it in quickly. It is still going to be a double for Statsman. He is now a triple shy of the cycle. 3 for 5 day. Here's Gutterson, 2 for 4 with 2 singles. RBI hero is active. Curveball down on the first pitch. That's chopped to third. Nutmeg dives out of her reach in the left field. Runners at the corners now with 1 down. 3rd hit today for Gutterson. Here's Cuffingham, 2 for 4. RBI single last time up. She had an RBI single earlier in the game as well. 2 RBIs today. Heater at the knees, chopped to second. Friedman charges, flips to second. 1. Renero to first. Low in the dirt. Picked by Majiko. Double play. You love to see it as it keeps it a 7-run deficit. Bottom 8, still 13-6. Friedman, Renero, and JYJ do up. Here's Friedman, 1 for 3 with a solo homer today. Heater staying out there to start the inning. Heater away, lined to right center, hooking, but Kwan gets there, 1 down. Renero up, 1 for 3 with a single today. Change up in there at the knees, 0-1, nice pitch. Fastball up and in, line to short. Stanley catches it, 2 down. Base is empty for JYJ, and that'll do it for Heater. 4 innings out of the bullpen for Heater today as she does her job, and she's in line for the win. Coming out of the bullpen, Julio Hooper making his first appearance of the season. 2nd-year closer for the Blowfish. Power versus lefty versus Leach Cutter here. Cutter outside, misses, ball 1. Cutter away, whiffed on it, 1-1, missed it. Change up and in, high, 2-1. A screwball. Fastball up and away, fouled off by JYJ out of play, 2-2. Cutter inside, fouled back, out of play. Still 2-2. Cutter up, whiffed on it, strike 3. First punch out for Hooper. Ends the inning, 1-2-3 for Heater and Hooper to the 9th. It's 13-6. Bottom of the lineup up for the Blowfish, Torque, Hill, and Kwan.
50-50 chance you'll make it back to your seat.
Torque leading off, 2 for 4, 2 singles today. Heater down on the first pitch, low, ball 1. Ball down in the way. Strike called, 1-1. Slider up and away, fouled off, 1-2. Whiffer activates. Heater up and in. Whiffed on it, strike 3. First punch out, 1 down. Hill up next, 2 for 4. 2-run double and a single earlier in the game. Heater down in the way in the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Ball down in the way. Pulled foul down the left field line. Cul-de-sac gives chase but can't get there. 0-2 the count. Slider up and in. Chased it. Oh, bloop to third. Over the leaping Nutmeg's glove. That's a base hit. Another hit for Hill, her 3rd today. That keeps the inning alive with 1 down. Here's Kwan, 1 for 4 with a single. Slider down and in on the first pitch. Low, ball 1, no call. Closing up and away. Strike called, 1-1. Ball down and away. Low, 2-1, no call there. Four-seamer up and in. High, 3-1. Four-seamer away. Chopped through the middle, past the diving Renero. That's a base hit. 2 on, 1 down. Blowfish starting to rally again.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 22.
Here comes Stanley, 2 for 5 today, 2 singles and an RBI. Heater away, chopped on the ground to second. Friedman overcuts it off, flips to second, 1. Renero to first. Double play. You love to see it as that ends the inning. Bottom 9, it's 13-6. Last chance to dance. Majiko, Nutmeg, and Trips do up. Hanzo had an infield single last time up. He's 1 for 3, looking to start the inning against Hooper. 2-seamer up and in, taken high, ball 1. Cutter outside, strike called, 1-1. Chased outside, popped up to first. Called off by Hill, 1 down. Nutmeg up next, 1 for 4 with the double today. Curveball's inside, ball 1. Screwball down, low and away, 2-0. Curveball up and away, that's a strike the letters, 2-1. Curveball down and away, pulled to second on the line, right at Hill, 2 down. Trips is the last chance today for the Sawteeth. Let's see what we can do. I don't expect much considering the situation, but we'll see. Curveball bounces from Hooper, ball 1. Curveball down, that's crushed to center field by Trips. Hit pretty well, carrying, but it'll die at the warning track, much like our chances today. Blowfish blow it out, winning 13-6 here today. Those 2 bad innings, we get rid of one of them. We still lose, technically, but, you know, I admired the fight we had in the first half coming back from the 6-run deficit, but that bad 7th inning just came back to bite us. It was just culmination of missed chances and Blowfish finally breaking through. Everybody in both lineups got a hit today except Delgado, who didn't get to bat. We had a grand slam for Track Statsman, 2 runs for singles for Cuffingham, a 2-run double for Hill, 2 RBIs for Carloco on a double, and Stanley had an RBI double as well. We had 2 other runs scored for the Blowfish on pass ball wild pitches. For us, RBIs today, Trips had a double, driving in a run. Cul-de-sac had an RBI single, Friedman had a solo homer, and JYJ had a 2-run homer as well. Pitching lines, Drac 3 2/3, 8 hits, 4 earned runs, or will strike out and 2 homers. He gets a no decision. Heater 4 innings in relief out of the bullpen, scoreless, getting the win. 3 hits given up with 4 strikeouts. She improves to 1-0. Hooper an inning and a third in his debut, striking out a batter. Good clean pitching from the closer. For us, 6 1/3 innings for Levine, who'll end up taking the loss. Unfortunately, he gives up 9 hits, 7 earned runs on 4 strikeouts with 1 walk. He falls to 1-1. Her BH4, 2/3 of an inning, giving up 6 hits, 3 earned runs. He also made an error, allowing 4 other runs to score. So 3 of our runs were unearned today. 1 strikeout given up, 1 homer. He, did nothing basically. And Goatman, 2 scoreless innings out of the pen, getting 2 double plays, 4 hits, and a strikeout. Not bad for Gertie. Statsman, the player of the game for the grand slam, followed by Hill with her 3 hits and Trips with his 3 hits. That is a good day. Alrighty, we'll do manager moments here real quick, but we'll do player development next episode because I do have something to do right now. So this is going to end the day quick here after we hit these manager moments, and then we'll call it a day. We'll start next game off with the player development chances, and then simming up to the next game, which I believe is the last game of the first half, or this was the last game of the first half. I don't remember. This was game 7. Okay, plus 21, baby gender reveal. Renero. Let's make him cheap. Max out his loyalty. Minus 21 loyalty. Been posting flat earth conspiracies. Who do you confront? Goatman. He'll be easier to re-sign anyway. He's cheaper. You need to choose one player to be cover athlete for dugout heroes. Who's it going to be? Let's beef up Cul-de-sac's loyalty a little bit here. She's more important to the future than Rob is. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Tough loss today against the Blowfish, who are now tied with us atop the division because they blew us out by 7 today. We're now 5-2 on the year, I believe. yeah, we were 5-2. We're looking to bounce back after this big loss. Tune in next time to see if we can do that and close out the regular season's first half. That'll do it for this episode, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. If you haven't already, hit the follow and subscribe buttons down below to notify next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch in the description below if you want to come over and watch the games live before they're posted. That'll do it for me today, guys. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful day. This is the Nasty One, signing off. Until next time.